Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Get Into Action 2020. We are officially starting this webinar, which is 6 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're new to our webinar, we want to just welcome you. And to get you started right now, you're going to be able to see the screen in front of you with our slides. So if you can see it, please go ahead and put a chat in the chat room that yes, you can see it. And just a little bit, just as an intro to who I am. My name is Martha Whitfield. Oops, I don't know about that, guys. I'm jumping ahead. Martha Whitfield, that's who I am right here, you're seeing. My role here is to support as many of our consumers, our independent business owners like yourself in these markets, including US, which includes regions of Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And I've been with Life Farm now for a little over 6 months, but I'm not new to the industry as far as supporting in the network marketing space. So I'm just so excited because I have an opportunity every day to come to work and just continue to learn from so many of our internal team members, as well as from our corporate executives, and of course from all of you. My role mainly is to keep you engaged, to get you excited, to let you know about our corporate agendas, what we have going, but really our agenda is your agenda. Whatever it is about your business that you want to make the, Life Farm to be your lifelong business journey, then that's what we want for you. So just to kind of get started again with this, here's the agenda. Sorry guys, my computer is a little bit very sensitive at the moment here. So this is what we're going to be covering tonight. Just already did the welcome and my introduction of who I am. What do people want out of life? And is the grass greener on the other side? I mean, ask yourself these questions, but also be open to what we're sharing with you tonight, because we really have an amazing opportunity to learn from the best of the best, and to be able to have this featured leader. And I apologize here, but it is Michael BERGES on this, and then you'll hear some corporate updates as well as North America, Oceania market, and then what's next. So let me ask you this. Let me just kind of slow down our life because we're spending this moment together, and asking, if you know, ask yourself this, and are you asking others, what are the 3 things that people want out of life? Is it to have more money? If you're one of those that says yes, money is one of your motivating factors, go ahead and put a yes in the chat room. How about more time with friends and family? Are you spinning the wheel like a hamster and you're just wondering when are you going to have more time, because all your time is spent outside of the home, outside with people that aren't your friends and family. You're doing other things and not really being able to devote more time, that time freedom. And what about better health? Who doesn't want to live a longer, more sustainable life, being able to have health and wealth combined? And so, you know, if these are the 3 things that fall under, you know, your priorities and your focus, then we want you to know that you found a home. And the reason why we want to kind of ask you this or share this, because I've been hearing lately that, you know, people often, we think, oh my gosh, is the grass really greener on the other side? I don't know if you've heard that phrase. If you're familiar with the phrase, great, you know what I'm talking about. But how many of us are just spinning our head and spinning the wheel and thinking, well, if I was somewhere else, if I did something else with another job, with another gig, with even another health and wellness company, I bet you they'll pay me more money. I bet they have better incentives, or I bet they have more support. And I'm going to tell you, you know, from my own experience, that I have found that loyalty pays, being loyal to a company that you love. Loyalty pays when you are seeing the results from the product as well as the business growth. So to me, sometimes the saying that we hear so often is the grass is truly not greener on the other side. It is actually the best where you're at. And you're going to find that to be true with this amazing leader that I've been able to get to know. And I see him working 24/7. When you talk about what he's motivated by helping his team. He helps them, whether they're in the European area or over here. So we have the opportunity tonight to hear from the one and only Michael BERGES. Sorry about this, Michael. Now you've got control. Let me go. There you go.
No worries, Martha. Hello, everyone. Good evening to everyone who joins us right now. A little bit introduction to myself. I want to introduce myself. My name is Michael BERGES, and I'm actually from Germany. I started with Life Farm 4.5 years ago as a customer because I was interested into my health. Whatever, after 6 months, a friend of mine called me and asked me if I have maybe a product which can help her son. And I said, you know what, I'm using for a while a product from an American company. Maybe you should try it. So she ordered the product for her son. She has had amazing results, and she ordered the products for herself and for her mom. So this was actually my business start from a customer into a businessman with Life Farm. Yeah, and the day the guy shared the products with me, I was honestly totally not interested into the business, but sometimes life means it very well with you. So, however, at this point, I was financially broken. I was bankruptcy. I lost my house and a lot of other stuff. So, yeah, it was not the best part in my life. But after I realized how much commissions the company paid me for just this one order, I figured, you know what, you are broken. This is right now the right thing you can do. And I started to focus on Life Farm. How did I do it? I shared the product with everyone I knew. And of course, I shared also the business opportunity. So normally, I invited a new IBO of mine because I'm talking always about our products. But unfortunately, his son, he is right now at the dentist, and he sent me a text message and let me know that he can't make it. So, however, I will tell his story. And this story is actually about how to make contacts. I was thinking about, okay, if the leaders always share how to do it, it's maybe interesting, but more interesting is if you can hear the story from the person who just joined the business. And yeah, so let me just check out, maybe he could make it. And it's not looking like he's in the room. So I have to tell the story, answer the questions, and give me the answers by myself. Okay, so normally Luke should show up. Next slide. So before Martha had problems with the slides, and it was very slow. And I think right now I have it. Okay. The first question I would like to ask him is, how did I introduce you to our main product? Actually, a funny story. Luke and his family and some other friends joined us in our new house in Big Bear because he wants to teach his boys to snowboard. And in the night, we are sitting on our table and playing cards. And all of a sudden the table was shaking, and I think, okay, maybe the dog is below the table, and I didn't notice it anymore, and all of a sudden it starts again and the table was shaking, and I said, oh my gosh, what's this? And Luke said, oh, sorry, Michael, I have restless legs. And I said, oh, okay. I didn't say anything. I stand up, walked into the kitchen, took a bottle of lemonade, put it in front of him, and said, take two. Yeah, what did he do? He took two lemonade. Okay, we started to play cards again. And before he went to bed, I told him, you know what, just take two again and take this bottle home tomorrow when you leave and let me know in 2 weeks what happened. So this was on the 25th of December last year. Last week, he reached out and asked us if he can stay with us for a few days to teach his son a little bit more snowboarding. And we said, of course. And when he showed up, my first question was, Luke, how do you like our product? And he said, you know what, Michael, this product is amazing. My restless legs disappear. I love it because, and of course my wife loves it because in the night he was also shaking with his legs. So he was very impressed from the product. And while we are sitting in our kitchen talking a little bit and his wife had a few questions, I explained a little bit about our products, how they work, why we have such amazing products, and why you should take all products together. And the good thing was, she was a little bit sick. So I gave her one sachet of our Revive packs and told her, take it. I explained to her, okay, what does our immune pill does, and the digestive, and the omega, and the lemonine. Yeah, she was very impressed, and actually she asked me a lot of questions and asked me if we have skincare products. So I told her about the Omnia and about the Lamiderm, but actually I didn't talk a lot. I put videos on my phone and she watched the videos. So she was very interested in the products. Later on, of course, they decided to order the products. And my next question to Luke would be, why did you decide to enroll as an IBO instead of a customer? Yeah, and the reason was because I explained to him, you know what, Luke? If you want to have the products anyways, we have such a great company, and if you share the products, they will give you a little bit commission. And your wife wants to have the products anyways, so we order now the products, but you will not be a customer, you will be an IBO of the company. You get the cheaper prices, and if your wife orders every month the products, you get already money back. And that was a part he liked. Okay, we did his enrollment first, put him, he ordered a single Revive pack, yes, and he went on auto ship with a Revive pack. And then after this, I showed him the back office, how much information we have about all our products, how much research the company made on our products. And yeah, he liked it very much because he works somewhere in the medical field, and his wife is, by the way, a nurse. So that's the reason maybe why they are very interested. My next question would be, which part do you like the most on the business opportunity I shared with you? And I can only assume what the part is he liked the most, but because of his conversation and how he reacted, I asked him and said, you know what, Luke, do you know 5 people which like to make 15K in the next 4 months? And he said, yeah, of course, I want to make it, right? And I'm pretty sure that I know more than 5 people. And I said, wow, that's great. Let me show you something. Actually, our company provides us with an Excel sheet, and there you can see exactly the math, what's going on or what's going to happen if you just talk to 5 people. They decide to take the products, yeah, take care of their health and take care of their wealth. So if they share it in 1 month with only 5 people, you are done. You have to do actually not anymore. So, and I showed him what happened after 4 months, and after he saw that he can make 22K in the next 4 months, and this monthly residual, he said, wow, this is amazing, and it should be so easy to find 4 people with this product. So this last question, it's hard for me to answer for him, but what are your personal goals for the next 4 weeks in terms of business? I can assume that his goals are to find these 5 people. Actually, yesterday I had a little conversation with him when I asked him if he can join us today. And he said, yeah, I can do it. I'll make the time. But like I said, unfortunately, the dentist needs a little bit longer. But he already asked me about testimonials about hair loss because his sister has problems with her hairs. And I just shared a few pictures with him. Actually, my wife had the same problems and our products helped her very well. And so I'm pretty sure he will have, after 3 days, already his first customer. And if he follow my lead, he will turn this customer into his first IBO. And I'm pretty sure his goal is to find his 5 people in the next 4 weeks. So what is the secret to reach your goals? Of course, you can make contacts on different ways, like I did it. I just give the product away and he saw great results and he wants to have the product. You can approach people and talk about money. That will work also because people like to have enough money. But what is the secret to reach your goal? It's always the same. You have to do it. You have to work your business and you have to make contacts. And last week, I bought myself a table soccer, foosball. Maybe you have seen someone playing it or you did it by yourself. And I was watching a few weeks ago a video on YouTube where there was a guy and he played very nice and fast and he had a special trick. And I was thinking about, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to do the same. So I started practicing and I show you now a little video and maybe you can understand the similarity between business like network marketing, your job or your hobby or sports, and the message I will tell you with this little video. So I hope it plays now. So this is actually my new table soccer. And you see, I try to make this tick-tock between these 2 players. And actually it didn't work out very well. So what did I do? I tried again, you see, and yeah, it works, but not the way I want to. And I tried it again. I started over and I failed. You see, the ball is rolling against the wall. And I was between a little bit frustrated. Actually, this is only a part of the video. I practiced a lot more time, but this video won't be too long. So, but as you can see, every time I make a contact with the ball, I get a little bit better. And between, it worked, and I make 3, 4, 5 contacts in a row, but then I failed. But what did I do? I just keep going. And as you will see, I think in a few seconds, then all of a sudden, after I did it, I don't even know, 200, 300 times, it worked the way it should be. So I think this is the part. Yeah, right. So actually at this point, I was very, very happy that I kept going, that I didn't stop because this was my goal. I want to do this stuff, what I saw in the video on YouTube from this guy. Okay, I was very happy and this is actually the first step. Just do it. Do your stuff. If you're good or not, if you fail. The second point is endurance. Keep on doing it. And I learned my lesson actually during the idea for this webinar. After I did this amazing trick for, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds. And I believed, oh, now I can do it. I can make contact between the balls. And that's actually network the same. Sometimes you think, oh, wow, now I'm a professional. I can make contacts. But then you make the next contact. And afterwards you think, oh, shit, I talked not the right thing. He's not interested. And I lose this guy. So he will not join. He's not interested anymore in the products. So, however, after I did it once, I went downstairs, had a coffee, went upstairs, and I want to do it again. And this video you can see right now. Actually, I start to do it again. And as you can see, first of all, I couldn't start. Somehow it was like a blockade in my head and I was very frustrated. So you can't hear the sound from the video. And I said, ah, damn. And it was harder than the first time I tried it, you know. So, but what did I do? I kept going and tried it again. And I figured, okay, if I keep going, it will work again. Here, there was a part I was almost there, and I said, ah, yeah, yeah, I'm close, I'm close, but I only have to keep going. And this is a part, yeah, it will never stop. No, it stopped. And I was very happy. So actually, um, what's the story behind it? Network marketing is like playing foosball. You make a contact with the ball or with the person you talk to. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. So the lesson here is don't give up, you know, because if you give up, you will not reach your goal. So what are going to do? What's number three? Just go back to number one, do it again, right? And I love this picture very much. I showed it many times to my downline. Actually, someone is sticking for gold, you know. First comes the dream, then comes the struggle, then there's victory, right? The guy on the top, he is actually digging, 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 and the guy on the bottom, the problem is most people give up during the struggle, never knowing how close they were to victory. The only way you will fail is if you quit. Never, never quit. And this was exactly what I did when I played foosball and I reached my goal. So I know so many people which are very close in front of the diamonds, but they quit. They turn around, they go back to the reality. They are catched in the hamster wheel, you know, they have to work 8, 10 hours. They have to make holiday when everyone is making holiday and all this stuff. Actually, last weekend, I had one of my best IBOs visiting me here in Big Bear. She's also from Germany, and I made a video with her. And I asked her a few questions, and she told a little bit about her story. And I remember this time very well. She was struggling also after 1.5, 2 years. She made money, but not the big money she was looking for because she didn't find a person who duplicated the network. You know, they loved the product, the customers, but there was no duplication. She still made money, that was okay. And I told her, you know what, just keep going. And she did it. And all of a sudden, she found one person who duplicated, and then the next one, and the next one. And she reached the next level and the next level. And at the point she was struggling, she made around about 2K a month, right? And then it took, I think, 4 or 5 months, and her downline exploded. And now she makes 8K. So that's actually the story. Never give up and just keep digging and you will reach your goal. So now I will give back to Martha because I think I talked enough and I hope you understood my message. Thank you very much for listening and I wish you the best success. Martha, are you there? Hello? Okay, it looks like that I'm the only host. Let me just check if she's still in the room. She is in the room. Unmute. So, Martha?
Yes, thank you.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Thank you so much, Michael.
You're welcome.
I appreciate learning a lot from you every time because you give such a different perspective on not giving up and how one thing that I still remember to this day, many months ago when you were on our other series of webinars was, you know, network marketing, we do that every day. We talk about what we love, what we like, what we don't like, and word of mouth is all we do. And what's great about this business model is that we're teaching people or showing people that, you know, we're already natural connectors. We're naturally talking about what we love. So why not we continue to be promoters of what we love, right? So And it's not like you learn overnight all these great skills of talking to people. You have to start like riding a bike. You get up, you fall, like playing foosball, what you love to do. Anyone else that are watching us at this webinar, I want you to know, we want to hear of your success stories. We want you to know that it doesn't happen overnight, but what we do believe is that with success comes really opportunities to teach one another. And so Michael's success didn't happen overnight. It took him many, many years, even before Life Farm. And he shared his struggles and his challenges. But what he continues to do is knowing what it takes to talk to people, to really help them focus on what they want. Remember in the beginning of this webinar, my question that I began with is, what are the 3 things that most people want? So you've got to find a common ground with people. And so right now I am sharing with you just a recap of what you learned from Michael, but we want you to know that every Wednesday we have a webinar to talking about what are we driving? What are you doing this day? What are you doing every week? What are you doing with your business income producing activities? Are you talking to 5 new people? Are you getting people to watch videos of Life Farm? Are you doing 3-way calls with including your newest person that's joined your team? You want them to be included right away and get involved and engage right away. So with that, we are going to be giving you corporate updates right now. We still have our double commission craze. I know it's for many of you have felt like, okay, what does that mean? Or how do I still achieve, you know, getting that double commission craze? And we learned just recently that we still have some IBOs that have no idea about this double commission craze. So after this webinar, if you want more training, one-on-one free training from Life Farm corporate team, we have a team, including myself. We have leaders like Michael that would be happy to just, you know, be on a call for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, however long it is. We want to support as many people that don't know about these promos. You might already know about our New Year promo that we are offering, a double fast start. So again, there are so many opportunities for you to start earning money right away. So my next thing is, I don't know if you're aware, but we have a blog that we are doing now. This blog is from our website. It's from our corporate website. And if you want to go to our corporate website, it's just lifefarm.com and then go to the tab blog. Our newest blog article just came out just this week. It's it's exactly what you see here. A healthier you starts with your gut, because this month we're focusing on digestive. Our Auto Advantage program is when you do that Auto Advantage program, our new product that we are gifting as a free product when you're on Auto Advantage is the digestive, which is 2 bottles. I don't know if you know that, but this blog, this article, just read it and see if you can get some content that you can feel more comfortable talking to somebody, or if you don't want to talk to somebody, you can just share this blog with them and have them check out our company and let us do the work for you. The next thing is, I don't know if you know, but we do have Life Farm News. We are just launching this Life Farm News. Sorry, you're seeing it right here. Our website is just launching what is happening. What are the news that are happening with our company? I really want you to know that we are doing what we can aggressively and proactively to get as many of the right tools in your hands with the right products in your body, not only internally, but externally with our skincare line. So we want to hear from you. We want to know if any of these articles, any of the promos are working for you. Last but not least, I want you to know that we are launching a version 2.0 of our Share app. Sorry guys, here it is. You can see it on the screen. And it is something that we have you to be able at your fingertips. Why try to reinvent the wheel, you guys? Why are you coming up with, you know, your own graphics when we have a team of amazing marketing, amazing IT, amazing customer service team that can guide you, plus our scientific advisory board team that can really educate you and help you. So why not get this Share app downloaded and check it out for yourself, that we're uploading more videos, and we're going to continue to do something huge coming up in the next few months, where we're going to really start having contests around our Share app and social media, and really going to be getting some great Life Farm branding, accessories in your hands, so that you can showcase and show off why you love being a part of Life Farm. Isn't this pretty exciting? This is why you want to be a part of our webinars too, because you have an opportunity to hear corporate updates of what's happening in your markets by me and by our IBO, but yes, by me, because as I am excited to tell you, behind the scenes, we're working quickly to get you with as many of the tools and answers and support that you need. And so with that said, I want you to know that we don't want you to miss our next webinar. Sorry, hold on. Here it goes. Our next webinar is same time, same Zoom, which is next week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. And I want you to know the reason why we're doing this every week is because we want to keep you excited and keep the momentum alive. If you've got products that you have in your hands from the month of December, when we had such a huge promo that was offered to many of our IBOs, why not get those products that you got, and instead of just saving it for yourself, gift it. Do some samplings, do something, do some weekly, or maybe just take it with you when you're going to the grocery store, or when you're going to the gym, or when you're going to work. Anyways, what I'm just trying to say to you is that we have some great initiatives that we're going to be trying to very much roll out in the next few weeks, on top of our New Year promo that is going on right now all the way through the end of February, our double commission craze that's going on all the way through the end of May. And then, ta-da, I want you to know, yes, we are going to be offering a free, it's virtual, so there's no cost, because it is nothing that you have to sign up and pay for. You just get started, save this date. We are right now launching our virtual business bootcamp, and I'm working through the agenda. We're working through some major announcements for you guys for when our New Year promo ends. So be saving this on your calendar. And of course, we want you to know that we believe that all business has to start with the grassroots of building locally, building in your communities where you live. So we want to invite any of our IBOs that are living anywhere else to actually host your own event by also hosting it simultaneously with our boot camp. And we're going to give you some more ideas and more incentives on why we want you to host this next week, as well as at our boot camp virtual. Who's excited besides me? I hope that you're excited, because we believe today is the day. Today is the day for you to make a difference. Today is the day for you to influence the lives of those that you love. Today is your day to take control of your business, take control of having more time with your friends and family, having more money to do the things that you want to do, whether it's to do charitable events, charity, or is it to help others, or is it just so that you can get out of your situation because you're struggling? I mean, we've all been there. We all are searching for the right company with the right products, with the right tools and the right support. And I'm going to tell you, today's your day to join Life Farm and to be a part of Life Farm, not just for today, not just for tomorrow, and not for just next month, but for the rest of your life, because that's what we want for all of you. And then just to end this, I want you to know that we thank you so very much for those who are with us every week. We can't do this webinar without you, whether it's 5 people show up or 35 people or 500 people. We so much are grateful, because we know that we can only grow when we do what we do together. So together we will be stronger and better. So I thank you for joining us, and thank you, Michael. We are so excited for what's next, and thank you for tuning in. And for many of you who wants to get this recording, if you do want it, just remember, you just need to email to us at eventsna@lifefarm.com. Again, that's events, EVENTSNA@lifefarm.com. And we'll be happy to send this recording to you with the PowerPoint slides. But just give us some time, because it does take a minute for me to get this recording, and then of course to be able to send you the PowerPoints. But again, thank you so very much. And anyone that wants to be featured at any of our next webinar, please don't be shy. We're here to hold your hand. We're here to support you and give you all that you need to be successful with your Life Farm business. So again, thank you for joining us tonight. We hope that you really received some great nuggets from Michael BERGES. And thank you for being a part of Life Farm. Good night, everyone.